Hey everyone, it's Robert over at Bloomington Acura Subaru. Today I'm sitting in a brand new 2025 Acura RDX A-Spec Advance. And today we're going to do a quick run through of your dashboard and going over some of the buttons and features that you have in the new 25 RDX. Alrighty, for those of you familiar with my reviews and tutorials, as always, we're going to start on the left side and we'll work our way over to the right. Now, this isn't going to be a full tutorial over everything, so I'm not going to go over any of the buttons in the trunk or the back seats. This is mainly going to be your walkthrough for those of you who may have just purchased one, or maybe you're going to look and you want to know how some things work before you get to the dealership. This is for you. So, starting on the left side, you've got your 4 auto up-down window switches, your window lock, unlock, and then your mirror adjuster with your power folding mirror button. Now, like I said, this is the A-Spec Advance. The Advance and this model here will have this extra button, which is the power folding for your mirrors. If I go ahead and give that a click, you can see them fold in. Alrighty. Further up on the door, you have your memory seats. To adjust it, you just adjust your seat, then click set, and then 1 or 2. Down below, we've got a handful of buttons. Starting on the left side, HUD tilt will raise and lower your head-up display. So I push to the right, it's going to raise it. Push it to the left, it's going to make it go down. The button next to that, HUD with the minus plus, this is going to be for the brightness on your head-up display. So if I go ahead and turn the brightness down, you can see we can actually fully turn it off. Or we can go ahead and turn it all the way up. Alrighty. In the middle, this guy here, this is your parking sensors. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. That way it's on in general for us. But those will be your front and rear parking sensors. Below, this is your windshield de-icer system. So for us being in Minnesota, this is a very nice feature to have, especially on those long days from work. You get off and your windshield's covered in ice from the snow. This one is super handy. I'll turn that off. Next one is our safety feature button. If I give this a click, you're going to see it pop up in my center display. Now, with using the right side of the wheel, we can scroll up or down. So we can go ahead and scroll up and down, see all of our different safety features. Now, if you see there's a little green car with a circle around it. When it's all green, that tells you that all of your safety features are turned on. If I go ahead and turn one off, the circle is now gray. So if you get in the car and you see they're both green, you are good to go. Below that will be your vehicle stability control. We can go ahead and push and hold that to shut that off. For most people, you will never have to use that. Brake hold, this will hold the brake. So imagine you're in a drive-through and you want to just be able to rest your foot. You can click that on and the car will not roll forward until you hit the gas. Actually a really nice feature. Then you have your parking brake. You're going to push it forward to engage it. To disengage, put your foot on the brake and click it out towards you. Now, let's see if I can get a good view of it. Apologize. On the door panel, so just to give you guys a hint of reference where we are. On the door panel, this is your trunk open and close. You're going to push and hold to open, push and hold to close. Some people just click it and then tell me, Robert, my trunk's not working. It's because they just clicked it, not clicked and held. Blind spot detection, you're going to have on the left and the right side. So that will light up yellow when there's someone in your blind spot. Going to your signals, so standard turn signal, nothing crazy there. The outer stem will be for your headlights, so auto, running, and full. And then you do have this inner stem, which I can rotate forward and back. This is for your fog lights. This one will start on the A-Spec and higher trim levels. On the right stem, you have your wipers, so you pull it back towards you to rinse your windshield. And then you have your auto, low, and high. You can also just pull it up one time if you want to do it once. To rinse the back window, you're going to rotate the end cap all the way back. Otherwise, we can do intermittent and on. When we have intermittent, we can adjust the speed using this guy right here. Now, with these new RDXs, there's this new symbol, this tiny little one next to the windshield. This is also your backup camera washer. So in the wintertime, if your backup camera is dirty or if you live on a dusty road, you can just turn on your backup camera or the washer for it by pulling and holding that there. Now we do have a button on the end of the stem. It says camera. So I'll go ahead and give that a click. And that will turn on your 360-degree camera with your front camera. If I click it again, we now have the side cameras. And I can click it again one more time to shut that off. Again, that was just by clicking this button here. Further back, these are your illumination for your dash. So increase dash and decrease dash brightness. So that's going to be all of your lights inside the car at nighttime. On your steering wheel, there's the silver minus and plus. This is going to be to change gears manually if you would like to do so. Now, steering wheel, heated steering wheel right up here. If I click that, we get a yellow light that tells you that the heated wheel is on. You have your volume for the radio and the power button. So these guys right here, volume, power on and off. Voice command, if I just click this, it will go through the Acura system. If I push and hold, it will go through either Siri or your Google Assistant. So to give you guys an example, if I want to maybe change the radio station, I can click it. 97.1.
Playing 97.1 FM.
And now if I turn up the radio, we have the radio playing. If I, for example, go ahead and push and hold, cancel, you can see it brought up my Google Assistant and it brought up Android Auto already. Next to that, we have two buttons, apps, and a back arrow. If you have an advanced or advanced A-Spec, these will appear in your head-up display. For everyone else, it will appear in your main display behind the steering wheel. So I'm going to go ahead and click apps, and I'll zoom in up here so you can see. Let's turn this brightness down, maybe that might help. All right, so within the apps, you can see it says navigation, phone, select driving view, customize apps. There's a bunch of different things in here. What I like is you can go through the radio stations without having to use the touchpad. So I can see there are my favorite stations. I can tab over. There are my recent stations that we're playing. And the way I am manipulating this head-up display is just scrolling up or down using this dial. And then if I want to go left or right, I can just move it left or right. Alrighty. To exit this menu, we just click this back arrow, and that's what the back arrow is going to be used for. Alrighty. On the right side, you have your cruise control on and off. When I turn it on, you can see it appear. So now it's off, now it's on. So there's your cruise on off. You have your speed set for cruise, your following distance, lane assist, and then this dial here, you can use that to scroll through all your different screens up ahead. So you're gonna have safety information. If you want sport gauges, you'll have your trip computer, a digital speedometer, navigation, so on and so forth. Alrighty. So that's the right side of the steering wheel. Up front in your center stack, you will have your on-off and your volume for the radio, as well as your adjusting for stations. Red and blue is hot and cold, so driver side and passenger side temperatures. With the on-off mode AC, you have your fan speeds, defrosters, and then down below, because this is an A-Spec Advanced, we have cooling seats as well as heated seats, or we can just click auto and leave it there. Down below you have your dynamic mode, which if I twist this, you guys can see. So sport, normal, comfort, and snow. So counterclockwise will go up the list, clockwise will go down the list. Now, it will tell you there, it will also tell you down in the bottom of your display behind the steering wheel. So if you ever want to know what mode you're in, it tells you right there next to your gas gauge. Alrighty. You have your engine idle stop on off right there. This will disengage automatically with sport mode. And then you have your standard Acura gear selector, which we've had for a long time. In case you don't know, you would put your foot on the brake. I'm not going to do it, but foot on the brake and click it backwards for reverse, and for neutral, D for drive, or P for park. You don't have to go in order if you're going to drive. You can just click drive right away and then click park. Alrighty. And then we have our standard True touchpad that we've had since 2019. I'm not going to do the full tutorial on this. We've seen it before and I have plenty of videos on it. But the main update to it is we can now see a full screen Android Auto and Apple CarPlay instead of the traditional 70-30 split like we have been used to in the past. For those of you who have iPhones, you'll be very happy to know the wireless charger works incredibly well with iPhones. You can actually feel it almost magnetize as you get closer to the wireless charger, so you're not going to have those issues anymore. You have your on-off button right over here. If I put my phone on the charger, we will see a yellow light turns on. The yellow light means it is charging. Some people think that means it's not. Yellow is charging. This green light just tells us that it is turned on. Now, this is the redesigned center console area. You've got your cup holders, wireless charger, and then a pretty good size storage with a USB-A in there already. For USB-C, we have 2 in the back seat, as well as another one below your center floating stack here. Now, try and get a good view for you guys. I apologize if it's not great. Down below, you do have your 12-volt outlet. There is that USB-C that I was telling you about, but it's nice to have this whole open area instead of having the wireless charger right here, which could be kind of difficult to get to. I am a big fan of the new design, and I think in general it just flows really nice. I like how even it is as it splits up forward already. Now, coming up to the top, I apologize for the view not being great. I'll try and fix that for us here. One moment. Hopefully that's okay. So we've got 3 buttons here. Maybe if I do this, this will help. There we go. So we have 3 buttons, 1, 2, and 3. These are going to be your garage doors. If I click one of these, you'll see this red light flash. When you have a garage door paired, that flashing light will be green. Alrighty. The middle button here, the 4th one over, this is to turn on and off your auto dimming for the rear view mirror. Up top, you have your lights, so driver, passenger light over there. You have your Acura Link and your emergency assist button, which just has a little protective cover over it so you don't hit it by accident. You have your sunroof, which we would push backwards to open or forward to close. Same thing with your sunshade. And if you don't know, this car does have the big panoramic moonroof. We'll go ahead and open that one more time for those of you who haven't seen it before. So it goes all the way back over the second row. Really nice, especially if you have kids in the back on a cloudy day or road trip. It's kind of fun. If it's a sunny day, maybe leave that closed. And then last thing up here, you do have your sunglasses holder up top. So you do actually have storage for a lot of things in the car. A lot of manufacturers don't really give you much storage anymore, so I like that they have that. And then over here, you've got your button to open your glove box. We do have the tray so you can leave your owner's manual and then have space down below over there. And then you have the lock for your glove box right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully that was helpful. I will have some full kind of walk around videos, the trunk, back seats, all that coming later. But if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much.